Hey everyone, Micah here with Electrek, and today we're reviewing the Varla Eagle One 2.0 electric scooter. Come along with us while we check it out. The Varla Eagle One V2.0 is definitely an impressive full suspension electric scooter, but it's more of a brute compared to some more refined and fancier options out there. At a price of around $1,500 to $1,700 depending on current sales, it's also fairly mid-range in terms of price. It's not going to come with some of the cool high-tech or proprietary parts that other big-name companies have. It's not going to have a fancy phone app, but it does have some cool features, like the unlocking security. If you try and turn on the scooter without the NFC card, you'll get a little error light on the dash to remind you need to hold that NFC card up to the reader, and then bam, you're turned on and ready to rock and roll. So it's not a dumb scooter, it's just not a fancy smart scooter. But that's fine because what it does do is go fast and far and with some serious power. Starting with that power, we've got two motors here, one in each wheel. Those motors are 1000 watt continuous rated, but have a 1600 watt peak rating. In other words, you've got 3.2 kilowatts of total power under the soles of your shoes. That's a lot of power to get rolling fast or climb up serious hills. And of course this is a full suspension scooter, so those two wheels get comfortably supported for any type of terrain you want to ride on. Next, let's talk speed. Now it does get up to 40 miles an hour, but I'll be honest with you and say I just don't ride it that fast very often. That's just faster than I normally want to risk it, especially around cars, other cyclists, pedestrians, etc. So I treat it more like a car. Yeah, my parents' minivan can do 100 miles an hour, but it's just not necessary most of the time. Here, I ride the Varla Eagle One V2.0 around 25 to 30 miles an hour most of the time, maybe up to 35 occasionally if I have a long straightaway, and I like knowing I can go faster if I really need to. What's more important to me though is that big battery it has under the deck. A 52 volt and 20.8 amp hour battery there gives me 1080 watt hours. They say that's enough for over 40 miles of range, but that's kind of optimistic. If I'm going relatively fast, 25 to 30 miles is more common. You can get 40 miles of range if you ride slower, but who wants to do that? Even so, that's a big battery, so you're gonna do fine. And most people just don't need to scoot for more than 25 miles anyway. Next, let's talk folding. Now, folded up, this is definitely a space saver, but it's still an 82 pound or 37 kilo scooter, so don't expect to carry it very far. For the unfolding procedure, you start by opening up the safety latch that keeps it closed and also serves as a good latch for carrying the scooter while it's folded. Then you lift the stem all the way up until it's straight, and from there you crank down on this pretty blue wheel clamp until the stem is securely held upright. And the cherry on top is the inclusion of chunk-o-metal technology in the steel pin that you slide into the stem to lock it, meaning the scooter can't fold on you without somehow slicing through this chunk of metal. So the locking system gets top marks for me and it feels pretty secure. So basically, to sum everything up here, I think the Varla Eagle One V2.0 is a very nicely performing scooter. It's fast, it's powerful, and it's fun. It rides really well and I'm quite happy with it. What it is not is it's not an overly fancy or an overly high-tech scooter. But for a lot of people, that's probably fine. If I want a better scooter with fancy tracking features or whatever, I'll spend more for it. For this, I know I'm getting off-the-shelf parts and I'm saving a bit of money because of it. There's a place for scooters like this, especially when they generally work well and feel nicely put together. So I'm a fan of the Varla Eagle One V2.0, even if it can't hold a candle to the pricier models out there. It's enough for a lot of people, and that's enough for me. Thanks for watching everyone. We hope you enjoyed that review of the Varla Eagle One 2.0. If you did, why don't you give this video a thumbs up? And don't forget to subscribe so you won't miss any of our future electric vehicle videos. We'll see you here next time.